All right, the sun is coming up and we are pulling into
Istanbul, Turkey.
Oh man, is this place great. This is where East meets West and the history greets every traveler. It's a very busy port and we're gonna disembark here and we're gonna go through actually a brand new beautiful cruise terminal, which is really genuinely unique.
Oh.
We're at the new cruise port, right? Which is supposed to be very different from the last time we were here.
Definitely. On the other side of this wall here, on the right-hand side, is a huge shopping area. Really, really nicely done.
All right, let's go check it out. Okay, so this is news to me. Nikki knew, but it's actually underground. The whole port part is underground?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, this is really cool looking, right?
Yeah.
Right? Cool, stylish. Walking next to Nikki here is Fatma. She's the world's best tour guide in Istanbul ever. Comment below if you want her contact information. So what we're gonna do when we leave the port here is I'm gonna show you a whole bunch of the city of Istanbul, the feel, the taste, the style. You're gonna really love that. And then we're gonna show you how we got around Istanbul, whether they be cable cars, full-on trains, walking, rickshaws, all that kind of crazy stuff. We're gonna show you all that. And then we're gonna also show you the food of Istanbul, which is obviously rich and amazing. And even as me, as like an American, I just love Turkish food. The food is so good. So we're gonna show you that. And then we're gonna also do all those classic tourist locations that you wanna go to. The Blue Mosque, a famous hammam. We're gonna show you the spice market. We're gonna show you the Grand Bazaar, all of that. And then we're gonna wrap it up at the end in a tight bow. But let's get to it. Only by taking a walking day like this can you see all of the cool historical buildings that are just around town.
So one of the oldest hotels, first hotel to have an elevator and hot water.
And this is where the passengers from the Orient Express would stay.
Yeah. This is the first elevator made of cast iron.
You can get glimpses of how diverse the culture is there.
Biggest Catholic church. Largest synagogue in Istanbul.
And you can see lots of cool local landmarks.
Ottomans renovated and they used here same purpose, observation tower.
Okay.
Let's talk about two really interesting travel experiences. One is we happened to be there when there was a big World Cup game going on. And oh man, were these trains packed. I mean, packed like sardines, like almost like in Japan kind of thing. But everybody was real respectful and nice, and it was really just a fine way to get around. So we went on this really cool little subway, which Fatma threw out this idea that this was the second oldest subway in the world. And you know, as New Yorkers, we were a little skeptical of that, and we did a little Googling, and she was absolutely right. This tunnel of Istanbul became the second subway in the world when it was opened in just 1875. Oh, your tan's looking good.
I know, right?
Oldest tunnel in the world, or second oldest tunnel in the world. Super cool little tram here.
Where are we taking it from?
From Karaköy to Istiklal Street. We are going up.
Cool.
The second oldest tunnel in the world. Okay, I got a question. So what is the oldest tunnel in the world? So comment below if you know what the oldest tunnel in the world is. So sure, you could have a conversation about Turkish delight and those delicious desserts and cheeses and meats and stuff in Turkey, but the real conversation has to be about ice cream. So the ice cream that they are absolutely famous for is called Dondurma, which is a sticky ice cream. And as you can see, they always do this crazy show trying to trick the people looking to get ice cream. It is so fun, so interesting. It's sticky because it has a secret ingredient called salep, and that is a flour that's made from the tubers of orchids, if you could believe it or not. And additionally, the really good Dondurma is also made with goat milk as opposed to cow's milk. In any case, when you go, you absolutely, number one, have to experience them giving you a hard time trying to buy ice cream, and number two, you have to try this because it is delicious.
Doug's Feast for One.
Oh yeah.
And this is my flatbread. We've had appetizers.
And a feast for what?
See them? They
Oh,
grill
in the
fish,
boats.
and then they sell as a fish sandwich.
I wanted to stop for a moment and show you a little bit of the Bosphorus. So the Bosphorus isn't just a body of water, it's actually the lifeblood of Istanbul. It is rich with history, culture, natural beauty, and chaotic boating like you would not believe. And there are actually really strong currents in here, which makes it amazing that these people don't crash into each other all the time doing this, but it is so busy. There's always people fishing on the pier. The tourist boats and the water taxis are always going all over the place. And right on the shoreline is where the spice market is and the entrance to the Grand Bazaar, these beautiful mosques, and the people are just so vibrant and cool. Definitely plan on spending some time around the Bosphorus when you're here. All right, you ready to talk about some Istanbul classics? Okay, here we go. The Grand Bazaar and the Spice Market are two of the most iconic and historically rich marketplaces in Istanbul, actually in the world. The Grand Bazaar, established in the 15th century, is one of the oldest and largest in the world.
So we're going into the oldest part of the bazaar.
It has over 60 streets and alleys along with 4,000 shops. As you might expect with something this large, the bazaar is not just a shopping center, but it's kind of like a city within a city. It has its own mosque, it has its own police station, it even has a hamam, otherwise known as a Turkish bath.
Oh, I love that.
The Spice Market, while maybe not quite as old, is also very old. It is often called the Egyptian Bazaar. That's because it was built using the revenues from the Ottoman-controlled Egypt in the 1660s. In the past, the bazaar was the final stop for Asian caravans traveling along the Silk Road, making it a major center for spice trading. It is unbelievable even today.
Just left the Turkish bath, this hamam. It is in between the Blue Mosque and Hagia Sophia, the one that I used. It was spectacular. You go in, you get watered down, scrubbed down, then they lay you on this warm marble like centerpiece, and they scrub you, they put bubbles all over you, they rub you. It is amazing. Something that everybody should do. They also have a ladies' night. It's all ladies in there, so take advantage of that and enjoy it. It's a must-do experience.
Central to your Istanbul experience is going to two massive and historical mosques. One, the Hagia Sophia, was actually the largest Christian cathedral in the world for about 1,000 years. After life as a key cathedral for 1,000+ years, the Ottoman Empire, led by Mehmed the Conqueror, took Constantinople in the 1400s and converted this to a mosque. It was a mosque for a couple hundred years, and then in the early 1900s, it was converted to a museum. Unfortunately, in 2020, the Turkish court annulled the Hagia Sophia's museum status, and they converted it back to a mosque again. Comment below, what year was this retro video taken? Across from the Hagia Sophia and a beautiful park is the Blue Mosque. The Blue Mosque is elegant and the grandeur is amazing. It represents the zenith of the Ottoman era mosque architecture and stands as a testament to the empire's cultural and architectural heritage, and you have to see it. It is absolutely amazing. There are more than 20,000 handmade ceramic tiles, primarily in blue tones, which is why it's called the Blue Mosque, as well as over 200 stained glass windows. This building is stunning, it is amazing. You need to make the time to go actually see both. On this particular trip, we didn't go to the Hagia Sophia because the line was huge, but the Blue Mosque was easy to get into, and you're obviously seeing us experience this again. We've been there before, and we just could not go back again. Just like all great cities, you have to have an Egyptian obelisk, which was stolen by the Romans and placed here in Turkey. It is still, again, another amazing thing to see. Don't blame the Turks. This was 100% the Romans doing. It's that time. We need to head back to the beautiful Celebrity Beyond. On our way back to the cruise ship, Nikki's going to have some final tips and tricks for you.
So we've headed from the road where the taxis and the cars are. You'll see this gate, it basically goes around the port. We're gonna head through this glass building and it's gonna take us to the shopping. There's Istanbul Modern Museum. You can see the ships that are behind them. So we're gonna go through here. As you can see, it's a huge area, huge shopping area. You've got a mosque behind us. You've got the Modern Museum. Lots of great things at the port.
I hope this has been helpful. This is our ride, so we need to jump on board and move on to the next destination. But feel free to comment below if you need to know something that we somehow left out or something like that, or you have a question. Hopefully we'll see you next time. I'm not sure where. Right here below me is a button which you can click to subscribe so that you always get our notifications. If you want to just watch another video real quick, right here below, this is a video that YouTube thinks you'll really like. And then right up here is a selection of videos from this European trip we just went on, so you could kind of continue the adventure there. In any case, keep commenting and watching, and we'll see you next time.